Hello Year 6s, soon to be Year 7s at OLMC. My name is Adrian and I work in the Design, Art and Technology area of the school. You may have noticed that we have a fantastic new building at OLMC. Usually that's where I would be helping students to learn creative new skills like painting or photography or printmaking or whatever it is. But unfortunately, because of COVID, I'm stuck in my apartment. So I'm making a video for you guys where you don't need any expensive stuff. You just need a pencil, a ruler and a piece of paper. And what I'm going to show you is how to make an abstract style drawing using just the stuff that I mentioned. So a lot of you may not have seen a lot of abstract art yet, but it's really fun to make and I hope you get a lot out of this video. What I think is really cool about this is that once you learn the fundamental skill, you get a lot of freedom to make all sorts of weird designs. So with all that said, let's get into it. I'm going to show you how to make this style of artwork and I hope you enjoy the video. So for this first drawing, I'm just using a 30cm steel ruler and a pencil that I've sharpened to a really sharp point. I'm going to start by drawing a 10cm line directly across my paper, and I'm going to mark each 1cm point along that line with a little dash. Next, I'm going to draw another 10cm line, but this time going directly up, and I'm going to mark each 1cm point along the line with another dash. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect up points along this line with points along this line using the ruler and the pencil. I might start by placing my ruler at the very top point on this line and the first point across on this line. Next I'm going to place my ruler against the second point down on this line and the next point across on this line. Now I'm just going to keep working my way across from point to point and seeing what result I get. So you can see by connecting points along these two lines using just a ruler and a pencil and only straight lines, we've actually created the illusion of a curved line here. Why don't we build on this by creating another line up and another line across. Again, I'll make them both 10cm, so I'll draw a line 10cm directly up and I'll mark with a little dash each 1cm point. And another 10cm line connecting these two. And again, I'll get my ruler and I'll connect the first point across on this line with the bottom point on this line. And once again, I'll just work my way across my drawing, connecting point to point. Okay, now we have two symmetrical curved lines, but why don't we elaborate this design, make it a bit more interesting by connecting the points on this line with the points on this line. Once again, I'll put my ruler at the very first dash on this line and I'll connect it to the top dash on this line. That looks really good. Let's finish this drawing up by connecting this dash with this dash and then working our way along these two lines. I'm really happy with this drawing. I think it looks really cool. Okay, so I've sharpened my pencil again and I've got my ruler. Let's try another little experiment. This time I'm going to make a 10cm line again, but I'm just going to put it anywhere on my page at any angle that I like. I might make it something like this. I'll draw my line and I'll mark each 1cm point with a little dash. Then I'll draw a second 10cm line at any other angle. Maybe I'll make it something like this. And again, I'll mark each 10cm dash out. So let's see what happens if I start connecting points on this line with the points on this line. I might begin by putting my ruler along here and making these 2 points meet, and then just working my way across the two lines. What a strange shape that's created. It's a bit like if there was a square piece of paper and it got folded a bit like this, and it kind of just curved in the middle. I'm really pleased with our last couple of drawings, but now I might just try making a completely experimental drawing using lines at all sorts of angles and just seeing what happens. I'll talk you through how I do it, and then maybe you could give it a shot and see what kind of drawing you could create using this method. So I might just draw a straight line now, and I'll mark a couple of dashes along it. This time I'll just make it any length that I want, and I'll mark all the 1cm points. Now I'll make another dash. This time I'll put it all the way up here, and I might make it a smaller line. And I'll mark all of the 5mm increments this time. So I'll go up to 5mm, 1 centimeter, 1.5 centimeters, 2 centimeters, 2.5 centimeters, 3 centimeters. And I might just start connecting up the points and seeing what happens. I'll go from opposite point to opposite point. When you do this, you want to think about how best you can draw the lines so that they're going to overlap. If I draw this line and connect it to this line, then I'm just going to sort of make the lines not overlap at any point because they'll just keep going kind of like this. But if I connect this line to this line here, then eventually the lines are going to overlap each other. Okay, so I really like that shape. I've got a few extra dashes here. Maybe I'll just make another line for them to meet up with. Maybe I'll put that line down here in the bottom corner. And maybe I'll mark out, let me see, every centimetre or so. So I might start by connecting up this point with this point down here. So far I think our drawing is looking really good. Maybe one thing I might just try to finish it up is I'll put in a curved line. So I'll grab my roll of masking tape here, I'll just stick in a curved line, and I can't mark exactly 1 centimetre increments along this line or anything like that because I don't have a protractor or anything with me, but I might just make some rough dashes at about 1 centimetre points, and I might start connecting up these lines with these points. The thing that makes a drawing like this interesting is the way that the lines are overlapping. So whatever you do, you just want to kind of think about making as many lines overlap as possible, I think. And this drawing's all a bit of an experiment. I've never done it before. I don't know what it's going to come out like, but I think as long as I stick to the rule of just trying to make lines overlap like this, it should come up with some pretty interesting shapes. So far, I think this is looking really, really good. I might just make a whole nother shape and just kind of put it over the top of this just to see what happens, and maybe it'll get an interesting result. So I'll make this line 11 centimetres and I'll mark out all 11 points. And I'll put another 11 centimetre line over here maybe. Maybe something like this. Maybe even closer to this one. I kind of like how there's lots of white space over here. It makes the drawing look really interesting, having some parts that have lots of lines and other parts that are a bit white. And now I'll just see what happens when I connect up lines. So maybe I'll go from here to here like this. Yeah, so I'll connect these two lines, these two, and so on, and just work my way across. Okay, I think that drawing looks really cool. I might just clean up some of these little dashes. Okay, so I'm really happy with how this experiment's come out. I didn't know what it was going to look like when I started. I just sort of started drawing lines and connecting them up and seeing what would happen. But I'm really pleased with it. I think it looks really, really interesting, and kind of like the shapes wrapping around like this and wrapping around like this. So thanks again for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it, and I hope you can see that you can use these ideas to make some really cool abstract artworks without too much difficulty. If you did enjoy this video, I've got a link in the video below to another video that I've made for you guys, and it's all about making a realistic drawing of a shark. If you like realistic drawing, I've got 2 other videos linked below in addition to that one. One of them is about drawing a realistic eye, and the other is about drawing a realistic chair. Those videos I made for the current Year 7s at our school, but if you really like realistic drawing, you might enjoy them as well. So I'm really looking forward to meeting you all next year once again, and I really appreciate you watching the video. Thanks again, and goodbye.